It's gonna be a good one.
It's gonna be a good one.
Definitely a different type of process.
Cut down or freeze up.
Jackson is working. They keep reaching in. What? Still in the place. I get 5-10. Oh! Hello, everyone. Welcome inside the Red Earth Productions Studios for this edition of YBMcast. Today on the show, we are talking Missouri American Legion baseball. And to my right, our good friend, Mr. Tom Rhoads. He's the chairman of the Missouri American Legion. There it is. Gosh,
That's okay.
too much stuff.
That's all right.
Missouri American Legion baseball program. It's been a while, Tom, since we had you hanging out with us.
Yeah, it's been a while, but we've been very busy.
Yes, you have.
As you have too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We had a great time last season. I want to do this because I really, there was some stuff that didn't go well didn't go well for us, but rebounded pretty well. The state championships were fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Great tournament. And we were able to live stream the Mid-South Regionals.
Yes.
And I got to give a shout out again to all those guys over at Washington, Joe Bueller, Eric. I know I'm going to mess up Eric's last name, Volkering.
Yeah.
There it is. And of course, Kent Getsy and all the staff over there. They did a fantastic job.
They did.
Right?
Yes. Yeah.
That was a heck of an event.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a great venue, Ronsick Park. And we saw some really good baseball. And I thought Washington showed well. Moberly showed very well. Missouri American Legion baseball showed well in that Mid-South tournament. Your thoughts as, we finish up the year and you're heading into next year. What does that do for the program?
Well, it does a lot. I mean, it first of all kind of it reinforces the program when you look at this with the regional competition, but you know that it goes on beyond regional.
Yes.
It goes to the National World Series. Yes. And if it kind of reflects how good your program is if you can win that regional and get to the World Series. That's our goal this year. Oh yeah.
Lofty.
Yeah.
And this year it's over in the Mid-South is.
Yeah, they changed things around. So this year it's in Lexington, Kentucky.
Oh, it went to Lexington because I originally saw it was like in North Carolina or something.
Yes, there was talk about that.
Okay.
And then before they finally confirmed everything, they moved things around and they moved us to the region with Lexington. That's a much closer drive.
Just a little
Just a
bit.
little.
That's cool. That's awesome.
But I need to add there though that with American Legion baseball, when you talk about the regional, or you talk about the World Series, a team does not pay for any of that.
Right.
Their transportation is picked up by National.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The lodging is picked up by National. So the expenses for food and everything are all paid for.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They put them on a bus. Like with the regionals, there could be a bus involved there, as it will be this year with Lexington. But if you win the World Series, they put you either on a plane or a bus, depending on where you're playing from, and fly you right to North Carolina, Shelby. And again, all that is taken care of and paid for. So
I love that.
Teams don't have to do that. That's a nice plus. Plus, this is the national team, so you've got exposure, to all the teams across the nation.
Just an FYI too, folks, that doesn't mean the parents. That's the teams.
That's just the team.
Just want to make sure somebody go, hey, how come mine isn't paid
Oh,
for?
that's true. You're always thinking.
Try to, because somebody somewhere is going to do that, Tom. Like,
Oh, yeah.
mine isn't paid for. But no, these teams, and it's well taken care of. I remember, watching that from the state championship. They moved to, of course, this year it was in Missouri, so it really wasn't that far of a distance, but it was a very fun year. We finished off at the it's not GCS ballpark now. It's Arsenal.
Mm.
Yes. Park over in Sauget, Illinois, and
Mhm.
Missouri won again.
Yes, they did.
Congrats.
Thanks.
What's that, 3 in a row now?
That's 3 in a row. Right.
Man.
Now you're talking about the border war.
I'm talking about the border war. Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
This
The
is
All-Star game. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
didn't
you
say
said
that. Yes.
It's the all-star. It's an all-star team, a state all-star team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Which I got to take my hat off to my coaches and managers and commissioners. They do a great job in assembling that team. Illinois does the same thing.
Sure.
And so when those two come together, we call it a border war, and it's Missouri versus Illinois. And yes, we have won it for the last 3 years. We're trying to make it 4 this year.
Of course. And that's the jersey from the first,
Yes.
when it restarted, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. And we did jerseys again this year.
Yeah.
The second year we did hats, but we like the jerseys.
You like the jerseys?
Yeah, we like the jerseys.
I don't know. I enjoyed watching with the kids with just the hats and them able to wear their
Yeah.
their post jersey.
post.
I thought it was cool, with the All-Star. That's just me,
Right.
So I think it's neat because they get to represent who they are.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
that's cool.
They'll wear their team hat.
They'll wear their
in
team
that
hat.
case with the
Yeah.
jerseys on. But yeah, that's we're looking at expanding that this year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, first of all, I thought I had Arkansas coming up,
That would have been cool.
which would have been 3 states. We were going to do it all in one day, kind of a doubleheader for each team.
Yeah.
But Arkansas just couldn't put it all together.
Mhm.
They're going to look at next year for sure. So we're looking at, instead of and this is something the commission's going to be talking about this weekend. We're either going to do the 19U,
Mm-hmm.
okay, All-Star game, Illinois versus Missouri, and then we're thinking about including a 17U.
I love that.
Yeah, Missouri versus Illinois.
And we recently, if you get the e-letter, if you want to subscribe to the e-letter, go to the website. I believe the information is there. If you want to get the information directly to your inbox, we'll make sure that's up on the screen for you here, to where you can go and do that. Because you guys, one of the reasons why we wanted to talk is this came out. The commission just recently got together, and you guys voted on an increase in funds,
Increased registration.
or increase in registration, should be, to fund
Yes.
some of the programs. And we wanted to talk about some of those things because I think it's important that people know
Oh,
what it's
yes.
for, right?
And there's a few new ones too.
Yes.
So this is something that the commission feels strongly about.
I'm gonna.
Building the program up. We're going to talk about PBR.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right. And you guys have done, scout days the last 2 years.
Yes.
So what's coming up now?
Same thing.
Same thing?
Yeah. But there's funds that we use from the state to fund that particular operation. Yes.
So it's not coming out of the kids' pockets?
Well, the kids' pockets, yes, strictly to the PBR, but like the field and some of the baseballs and the equipment and some of the other things, we're behind the scenes making sure they
Okay.
have everything ready.
Gotcha.
And with PBR, it's a very organized event.
Yes.
Kevin Mulder did one of my favorites, and it really does provide additional coverage for the players, for
Mhm.
those that want to go to college.
Yeah.
He sends that information out, and that's how they can really get exposed.
One of the top kids this year, heading to UCM, Charlie Morgan,
Mm-hmm.
headed over there. Coach Crooks, we just had him on the show with Darren Sissel, Baseball 101, the other day, talking about his program. Really enjoy that conversation. Coach Crooks is great. Charlie Morgan heading over there, the Mule Club, Post 131. I think that's huge.
Yes, it is.
That is, I mean, you got Charlie Morgan playing American Legion baseball right there, and UCM's
Close.
one of the 2 best programs
Mhm.
in the country in Division II. In the country.
Who is the Houston guy that owns the Houston ball team that provided their stadium?
Oh.
You know who I'm talking about. Yeah.
Man,
he
you
went
hit
to
me with them
UCM.
hard ones.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, but I know. Yes.
Yeah.
And great facilities, what they do. They were in the national championship game last year. They come up a little short.
Mhm.
University of Tampa, who's another juggernaut. I mean, you look at. I love that about that opportunity, and you see a player that played American Legion his whole life,
Right.
going to UCM.
Right. I think if we're going to expand that particular issue, we'll probably do something in the east side of the state and west side of the state. We do have some players drive all the way over for that PBR event, which we've been having out here at St. Charles Community College. But I see us probably doing something on the other side of the state as we get more teams involved from the western side of the state.
Gotcha. I love that. So that's part of this process in the increase in that. You talked about media, live streaming, digital presence. One of the things, and I know, we know this because we've worked with you guys for quite some time, and helping, the other side of youth baseball, our actual production company, Red Earth. We've been working with you guys on social media and helping you grow your presence. And it's been a lot of fun watching the growth year in and year out, Tom.
Yes. It's maybe not going as fast as some of us would like it to see it grow, but it's growing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's definitely an interest, renowned that we're seeing, and that's very positive. There's been some talk about movements, between the club teams, the prospect teams, and Legion baseball. But all in all, we're just making sure that people know who we are and where we are, and how to get in touch with us.
Absolutely.
And what we're doing,
And, the website, it's, Scott Blackwell has been managing the website there. Talk about just some of the information and the exposure there with the website and what you guys have done with that and what you're looking at moving forward.
We're trying, first of all, to make sure that the updates that we have, and we do have updates on a regular basis, are getting out to people on that website, that they know this is going on, this is going on, this is going on. Now, Red Earth also supplements that and leads it, in fact, with its emailing.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's something that you can look at the website and say that that's something definitely that we've been wanting to do and are doing it. It's also a place that players and coaches can network.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coaches can find a lot of information there if they've got questions about how to register, different things about the league or so forth.
Right.
We've been trying to post, rankings and things of that nature too, and spotlight different clubs and posts, so that they get out there and they get known. So it's just the way things are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You've got to be in the spotlight of it. And, we've been working with you guys, live streaming. We're working on a few other things. We've been talking with, the District 10 chairman, runs the Kirkwood program, on some spotlight games.
Chris
Copeland.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that this year. Love that. We're going to work to reach to the other side, on that, in the middle part of the state. I think, I love, Liberty Park over there. It's a great venue. Ronsick, we're talking with Coach Getzy about some stuff, some opportunities. It's just wait until the schedules, because we're still in December, but we're having these conversations. We're hoping to create some opportunities where we can highlight and spotlight some of these programs in that fashion.
Yep. Yeah, that's what all this stuff is about. Social media and
we're looking
live
forward
streaming.
to it.
Yeah,
we're looking forward to it. And I'm going to tell you something, folks. Here's the other part of this. We live stream a lot of baseball, youth, high school, and whatnot. But I'm going to tell you right now, and just full disclosure, you can see it. It's not a mystery. It's right there on our channel. You go to our live shots. Our American Legion baseball ball games are some of our most watched.
Is that right?
Yes. And I appreciate the support of it. And that's one of the reasons why we really enjoy bringing that to the public, because people are watching.
Yes.
They enjoy it.
Right.
And we've just had some really, great opportunities, especially with the state championships. And over there, one of the things I really enjoyed was having Coach Boyer and Coach Zimmerman. We had 2 high school coaches coming down who are familiar with programs, work with these programs, work with the Moberly program, work with the Sedalia program. Coach Zimmerman is the head coach at Smith Cotton Class 6 school. Coach Boyer is the head coach at Moberly High School. And very much, and it was great having those guys talking baseball with us, and an American Legion baseball.
Right. And, that kind of leads us into our next section there, what we're going to look at when we talk about the coaches, the associations that we support. ABCA, we've partnered up with them. It's important to get our coaches the access to their resources and things and their conferences and so forth. They've got online conferences now too. And then the Missouri High School Baseball Coaches Association, which you and I are going to be there in a few weeks.
Yes, we are.
Yep.
Yeah, in January. We had a good time last year.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah.
And and what was interesting to me about that, Tom, is how many people saw you there and were like, oh, American Legion Baseball.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it's good that we're going back and doing that again and getting the coaches to know about us, to let them know that, there are programs out there, our program specifically, that could support interest that they may have in their boys playing during the summer.
When you go into an ABCA, a high school coaches association piece, how do you think that really helps the program itself? And what was a lot of the response you got from being at these events?
Well, first of all, you look at the opportunities. It can foster new opportunities for coaches and players. Coaches specifically, now since we're kind of talking about just the coaches, you don't see many players there, but it gives them the opportunity to look at some other ways to play.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're also looking at just ways that we can expand our own program and the resources that we have. Getting it out in front of some of the coaches and so forth, and these associations are good associations.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And I know, when you talk about coaches, a lot of these coaches played American Legion baseball growing up.
Yeah, and that's true. And but there's always ways to continue to improve, to make them better coaches.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I am 110% behind that. I want to see our coaches be the best coaches,
we talk about player development, right?
Definitely.
And, off-season programs. And one of the things that we're excited about, we're going to do this. We're adding, we're going to be in Jackson on our winter workout tour.
Okay.
We're going to be at Washington.
All right.
And we're going by to see Coach Copeland with 156.
Sure.
We want to get over to Eureka and see what these programs are doing in the off season, in the player development side, because you know as well as I do, Dave or Tom, and I've been talking to so many people. I'm calling Tom that it is a matter of not only preparing these kids for the summer, but the spring, getting them ready for high school baseball as well.
You could also say something about the association itself too.
Yeah.
We're trying to formalize our collaboration with them. We've got a third program that we do collaborate, and that's the St. Louis Metro Collegiate.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same type of thing. This one is not as much focused on the coaches. It's more on the players that have aged out and want to continue playing.
Yeah.
Yes. So we've got a team in there and had for the past 3
The
years.
St. Louis Metro is a good league.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. That's strategic partnerships. When you're talking about coaches and players, that's huge. We talked a little bit already about the All-Star games. Is there anything else you want to add to that?
No, it's just, again, we're trying to be competitive.
Yeah.
and provide competitive environment for the coaches and the players and the parents.
Yeah, absolutely. The state championships,
Yes.
we have live streamed those for the last 3 years. Really have enjoyed this from Blue Springs
Right.
to Liberty Park in Sedalia twice. Great facilities. You're talking about resources that are going to help, facilities, umpires. Talk to us a little bit about what goes into putting on an event like that, Tom.
It's a little bit more than probably people realize. It's not just saying, okay, Brian, this year we're going to do it at your place. I mean,
Yeah.
there's cost involved. We cover costs for all the umpires on this at the 19U state tournament. There's some cost that we share too for the fields and so forth. That's kind of two or three of the major things right there that we use the money for in handling those. There's a lot of coordination that goes into putting together a state program, state tournament, getting the teams there, getting the proper staffing for the program itself. It's all there to make it a good resounding game, one that everybody can remember and will enjoy looking back on.
Absolutely. Yeah. Is there, it's been 6 teams. Is there any talk of expanding the state championship, or is it still looking at just the 6 teams?
It's just the 6 teams.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what we're still looking at.
So talk to us about venue. What's some options this year, Tom?
Well, we put that up for bid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's what's going to happen again this year. Those things will be up for bid. We try to move it around. We're broke up into this state in 4 zones. So we try to give a zone a chance, and then the next year a different zone a chance. Kind of move it around.
Gotcha. All right. So we're not there yet.
No, but we do have certain specific things that we want that field to have, and it's a requirement. If you don't have it, you're not going to get the bid.
Okay.
Yeah, so we lay that all out for them.
Very good. You definitely got to have bases, right?
Definitely. Definitely. That's okay. Definitely. But it's funny you bring up the bases thing because the rule change about the first base.
Right. It's coming up.
They talked about it a little bit this fall with the national program. We all kind of discussed it. We're going to stay with the same base. It's hard to do that. Every field not going to have that base.
You're looking at situations where associations, who's paying for it, where does that go, where's funding come from, because you got to do those types of things. I know that they are looking at it at the high school level, NFHS, so if the NFHS adopts that, will you guys will national follow suit?
Well, it is something that will be considered. They do those rule changes every 2 years, so it wouldn't be next year; it'd be the year after.
Okay,
Gotcha.
All right, prospect teams. Now, this is something that's I've heard you talk about. We've talked a little bit about this beginning in the fall in 2026. Talk a little bit about this program.
Well, let me go back about 20 years.
Oh,
yeah. We had a fella out in Wentzville, Nick Nichols, and it was an idea that he had way back then, over 20 years ago, and he put a group of boys together and they played junior colleges in the fall. Okay.
Oh, gotcha.
And so we have not had anything since then. And I talked to Zach Bone, and I asked Zach if he'd be interested in it, and he said definitely.
That's awesome.
So this we have a board meeting this weekend. We'll be discussing some of the things around putting this team together, but they're in the state will fund the baseball team.
Gotcha.
So whether we decide on jerseys or in baseballs and their insurance and everything, it'll all be covered by the state.
Wow.
And I think that this is going to give the boys another round of exposure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So when you talk about prospects and whatnot, are you pulling from the entire state?
Yes. That's, Yes, that's going to be a discussion item this weekend.
Sure.
Zach got a hold of me this morning, was talking about what I'd like for him to go over, and he says he has some topics, and so he's going to throw those out there. But one of them I talked to him already about that I've heard about is people asking, how are you going to pick the team?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So that'll be a discussion this weekend. This is going to probably be a team again on the eastern side of the state,
Mm-hmm.
and unfortunately then that cuts out some of the western side.
Which you don't want to do, but
No, I don't. But, until I get something established over there where I can do the same thing on the western side,
right.
then we'll do it. Because the Kansas City area has quite a few junior colleges, just like the St. Louis metropolitan area.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
So is this something that, when you're talking about the prospect team going and playing it, are you talking about different tournaments, or are you talking about scheduling against other prospect teams just in like a doubleheader? How's that process work?
We're talking about scheduling with the junior colleges specifically.
Really?
Yes.
Just playing junior college teams?
Just playing junior college teams. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Well, and this has been going on. I've seen it again this fall.
Sure.
I've seen teams going and playing these junior colleges, and I said, we could do that.
Awesome.
So that's what we're going to do.
That's big boy stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man, I love that. I love that. That's cool. And it does take, and that's the thing, I know sometimes when people see, an extra $400, I love the fact that you guys are laying this stuff out, that people understand what it's for, and it's opportunity. That doesn't mean you're going to be chosen for the team, but what does it take to make that team? And are you working, and it gives those kids maybe an expectation, something to work towards.
Oh, yes. And it's not a $400 increase. It's only a $150 increase for someone, $200 for the others.
Love it. Now, this one I'm really fond of. I love this. I think because, we've been we were there again last year, this 2025 for the Hall of Fame induction. And I always think that's cool. I enjoyed that. I thought, watching these guys and whatnot, and bringing about a Hall of Fame dinner just at the state level with you guys putting this on. That's fantastic.
I like the idea. I think it promotes the program's legacy.
Absolutely.
I mean, I don't see it as big this year as it is at the one that you and I have been to before, where they had 350 people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This will start out small, but I can see where, we're talking about going over things with a speaker and of course, inviting some of the alumni and so forth. I think it's going to be pretty cool.
I love it, Tom.
Yeah. So this is an alumni dinner. First we've ever had. Now we have had the Hall of Fame out there for 5 or 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to use it like this year to give a chance to the ones that were inducted last fall, a chance to say something.
Yeah.
We've talked about speakers, baseball related, obviously.
Yeah.
So yeah, you can get coaches, alumni, a lot of people in there to get the engagement and hopefully support some of our future endeavors.
What was cool, it was a lot of fun for me this year too, because I've known Greg Soib for quite some time, and my brother-in-law, my 2 nephews, all part of the Baldwin program there for many years. My brother-in-law Guy, he's the commander at the Post 611.
Oh, good.
And Navy guy.
All right.
So there you go, Tom.
Yeah.
And
I'm Air Force, right? Okay.
Yes, I do.
Okay.
That's what
Okay.
But this is what's interesting, and seeing his son Jordan Soib, I've heard a lot about him.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first time I'd met him, but he played for my brother-in-law on that team. That was the last junior team that won a regional.
Yeah.
And they cut out that program. I think it was, they don't do the regionals anymore, which at the 17U.
Right, 17U, right.
But they played it at Emporia State. It was great. They went and they won it all. And Jordan was part of that team. And I'd heard a lot of stories from my brother-in-law and whatnot, and my nephew that played here and there with And Greg Soib had coached my nephews. So a lot of history there. And I thought it was very fitting. I mean, he gets inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
That was big.
That was big.
That's big.
Speaking of that, regional.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, Washington has kind of kicked around the idea of perhaps this year. It's not on our list. This is something still kind of in the thoughts of having a regional 17U.
Ooh.
It wouldn't be recognized by national. It would just be something here in the Midwest.
I love that.
Yeah. So you're talking about, your Arkansas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Tennessee, Illinois. Yeah. See, last year it was close to, they almost pulled it off. Tennessee did, but they kind of ran short.
Gotcha.
We stepped in and tried to pick it up, but it was just too late to do that.
Right.
But this year we have a chance, and so that's one of those items that we're bouncing around right now and thinking about maybe doing.
I love that.
Now that would be in addition to the All-Star game.
Sure.
Okay, that would be in addition to that. So the regional would be your state champion team, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Going to a regional, and like I said, with Washington's experience.
Oh yeah.
See, that would be a plug and play.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, it's a lot of work.
Oh, it is.
It's a lot of work, and the other part of that is, and with this, Tom, is these are all volunteers. These are people that give up their time, give up their days, and they do it. It's a labor of, it is definitely a labor of love, because they love the program, the kids. It is about the kids, and you could see it. Yeah. And there was a lot of really good baseball played over that. I would love to see that. I think it'd be fantastic.
Now I know you're a golfer.
Yep.
So I gotta put a little plug in for our tournament.
Do it.
Yeah, I am. Well, we're going to be doing another one. We've got the date picked out already, May 2nd, Bear Creek, Wentzville. Okay, that's the one for over here. But I've got a new commissioner that came on board this fall, Harold Stewart.
Yeah.
And Harold's going to start one up over in the Springfield area.
Oh, sweet.
Later in the summer. We're going to have a second, but it'll be on the western side of the state. So we're going to have two golf tournaments next year.
So while we're here talking regional World Series support, this is the next item, but talk about that. You're talking, that's a zone that you've been working on for, 3 years, Tom, if not more. How is zone, it's zone 4, right? Springfield,
yes. Yeah.
How are those things going? You've got some district.
Wait a minute, zone 3. I'm sorry.
Zone 3. Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
It's okay.
You've got people down there now. You're doing this golf tournament raising. How is that proceeding?
How is that perceived?
Proceeding. How's it going?
Well, it's first of all, we set up a new league, a D2 league. A couple of years ago, that was focusing on the smaller high schools that want to kind of compete against one another, and so we set it up to where that's what it could be. That way, we set some limits on the enrollment and so forth for the high schools, and we did get that off the ground and going. So that's one venue that they could use, that they could do. If they wanted to get into the program, they could go into the D2 league. And then we got the other 3 leagues that they can get into also. I think overall, I think that, like I've sent out to hundreds of high school coaches and athletic directors a little, one pager that says, hey, this is who we are. This is how you can start the program. And we're trying to do, that's one of the reasons we want to go to the Missouri High School Baseball Coaches Association. Again, to get out in front of these guys and say, hey, we're here. Love to get something going over that way.
There you go. So if you're in Zone 3, Southwest Missouri, it's a great opportunity. You've got you can go to the website. I'm sure there's you got the zone commissioners.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Phone numbers and everything there. So you can go to the website, check that out. MissouriAmericanLegionBaseball.org. There it is. You've got on here regional World Series support.
Right.
So talk about, what that means when you're funding and helping and supporting these tournaments.
Well, national this fall in our national meeting with all the other chairmen from around the country asked for help with supporting the teams. Like I told you before, they cover the travel, they cover the hotels, but they asked us for help with the per diem, and things of that nature.
Gotcha.
And that's what we're going to step up and start doing, and glad to be able to help.
There you go. I love that. Fundraising efforts, and we're talking about this. Plans are underway to develop 2 golf tournaments. You just made mention, you got ahead of it. You were excited about that.
Well, we're both.
I do. I love playing golf.
Right.
One in Eastern, one in Western. Those are always fun. Is the information up on the website yet?
I believe the one on the Bear Creek one, May 2nd, is. We don't have that other information up. We will after this weekend's board meeting get that up there for the western side of the state also. So
so if they want to join, if you want to support Missouri American Legion Baseball, go to the website, MissouriAmericanLegionBaseball.org. Get in the golf tournament. It's fun.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Get to play some golf, hang out.
Right.
I love that. Tom, it's always a pleasure talking Missouri American Legion Baseball. Great initiatives coming up. I think you've done. I know it's not always been easy, but I think the commission, the commissioners and the folks that are there care about the programs, working with you, the initiatives, and you guys have, from Russ Clicker to Kent Getsy to Jason Howard.
Sure.
No, sorry.
That's
Jason.
okay. Mark Lewis, Scott Blackwell.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got Barb Riggles too over in the western side of the state.
Connor Spinagle
and Harold Stewart.
Very good. Appreciate those folks.
Oh yeah.
They don't get paid to do this.
No.
They're doing it out of.
That's right.
So, if people want to get involved or want to know more, how can they find out? How can they get involved?
Call me. My phone number's on the website.
There you go.
Yeah, it's right there. Give me a call.
There you go, man. It doesn't get much easier than that, right?
Right. Well, you've helped. You've helped do that. We appreciate that.
There you go. Give them a call if you want to get involved, if you want to find out how you can help just in your district with your post, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There's all kinds of opportunities and things if you're wanting to find out, where to play, what that looks like with American Legion Baseball, because there are rules involved and things and whatnot. And especially, around the St. Louis Metro, over in the central, there's 16 districts, right?
4 times. Yeah, I think, 16.
I think it was.
Or 17. There is the 17.
It is 17?
Yeah,
okay.
17.
It's 4 zones, the playoffs, the things, the whatnot. There's
92 teams, over 1,700 players, 400 coaches. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Missouri, it's really good baseball. Really enjoyed it. Tom, thanks, man.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Absolutely. Tom Rhoads, folks, the Missouri American Legion Baseball State Chairman. Make sure you go to MissouriAmericanLegionBaseball.org. Check it out. Appreciate you doing this. This is the end here at 2025.
Right.
We're going to be heading out to our winter workout tour, so be on the lookout. We're going to be visiting some of these programs and get a little inside look at what's going on with the Missouri American Legion Baseball. Thanks for tuning in. If you like what we're doing, please support, subscribe, like, helps all the algorithms. We do appreciate it. Everybody have a great day in the Lord. All you pitchers, get in the weight room.
Get in the weight room.
Hitters, I think you probably should do the same thing because those guys throw hard.
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
We'll see y'all next time.